Owen Benjamin. I had a blast. Your show in Albuquerque was great, and Nimmer, thank you as well. It was a good show, and I'm so glad I got to go. You guys were awesome, and okay, here's my story. Aside from the fact that, like, you know, thank you for doing your homework about Albuquerque, except for the homework you did, it was kind of bad. The whole sand and the buildings thing, like, I've lived here since 1995 and I've never heard of this sand thing. So you're talking about something that, what? To my understanding, the reason why we can't even have signs that are that high are because it interferes with the skyline, and we want to see the mountains. So certain buildings on the west side are not allowed to be a certain height because we have to be able to see the mountains, and we don't want it interfering with the landscape. So that's what that's all about. But yeah, what? And I was in the row where these guys who were inebriated, kind of, sort of, on some whatever, but they were so much fun. I really enjoyed being in their, aisle, because they were like the ones yelling out about cake and Christmas and whatever, and it was hilarious because Owen's like, Christmas? What does Christmas have to do with red or green? you know? Uh, and if you've lived in New Mexico long enough, or if you've been here long enough, then you know that when you want red sauce and green sauce, green chili, then you want it's called Christmas if you want red and green, which makes sense because Christmas colors are red and green, right? But anyway, so that was my issue and my story, my fun experience, or whatever, was that I got to be second in line to say, "Hey, Owen," because they decided to form that. They were like, "Hey, if you want to do the meet and greets, start forming your line here." And there was this one guy in front of me, and he was really fun. He was the one Mexican guy who spoke Spanish and, was participating and stuff. And he's like, "Hey, I'm the one person." And he was about as tall as I was with heels on, which is about 5'6", I guess. And he's like, "I can't wait to see how, like, tall Owen was." And so he just wanted to meet him. He didn't want to take a picture with him. And Owen's like, "Hey, we should have, like, somebody take a picture of this." And I said, "Okay, I'll do it. I'll take a picture of you guys." And I did. But my camera had really blurry pictures. Not my fault. It was a bad camera. It had one too many, I think. But anyway, so I took pictures and they came out however, and I sent them to Owen's Instagram. Hopefully they came out okay. But the story leading up to that was, they're like, "Yeah, so here is a line. It's going to start here." And people kind of weren't really listening. And I'm like, "Okay, people, hello, here's a line. This guy right here in front of me, he's starting the line. Get behind him. Whatever, this is where the line starts. So back it up. It's here." These drunk girls are like, they were drunk. They thought they were cute. "Hey, can we cut in front of you?" So that you mean I'm like, "No, no, you can't cut in front of me." And it was really funny for me because when I first moved here back in 95 and I was in 8th grade, figure out the math. My sister was in 7th grade, and we just moved here and we were going to this middle school, and these really popular girls, mind you, were like, "Hey, can we cut?" And my sister and I, we're mean girls from Dallas, we're like, no. And then we looked at them like laughed like, these dumb girls. And those popular girls were like, oh, no one's ever shaded us before. Oh my gosh. My sister and I were like, yeah, no. And that was our introduction to middle school and to New Mexico. And so it was like such a reminiscent throwback when these drunk girls tonight were like, hey, can we cut in front of you? My sister wasn't there. But yeah, I was like, no. And they're like, well, how about to the person behind you? Can we cut in front of you? And I said, I can't speak for that person, you know. But no, you're not getting in front of me. And I think the person behind me said no too, because I didn't see the little girls anywhere in the line. And yeah, it was awesome. Awesome. I had so much fun. And Owen probably was taken back by me tonight because it was like, I said to him, I was like, hey, what the heck? You forgot to do like the vagina song. And that stupid song is so annoying, that Kesha Wannabe song. But it was hilarious nonetheless, and he didn't do it. And I was like, I wanted to be the heckler that was, you know, calling him out, but I didn't. And I gave him some grief afterwards, and he was like, yeah, maybe I like gotta get that thing going or whatever. And I'm gonna have to show my picture because it was really freaking bad. The photographer fired. Next time you come, if you do come, Owen, which I hope that you do next time you come, please let me get a photographer for you so that all the pictures could be way better than they were tonight. Here's my picture. The photographer was so bad. I was like, are you trying to take bad pictures of me right now? And mind you, the picture that I took of the person that I took one of, I took 3 pictures and they were all really blurry, but I think my camera had one too many drinks. So I don't know why, but whatever. So here's my picture. Yeah. And that's about as good as it gets because it was even that bad afterwards. Anyway, have a good night. Thank you for watching. And Owen Benjamin, if you're listening, thank you for coming. It was awesome. And I was so glad that you made it. Like, honestly, my heart was like... And even though I was a fan and I brought, you know, my man with me, and he had never heard anything, he enjoyed it too. And he was like, it was better than I thought it was going to be. He was all worried that it was going to be politics and whatever, because I'm the conspiracy theorist. And where's my tinfoil hat? I'm the one. But nonetheless, he enjoyed it too, and we had a good time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Please come again. And I will make sure that you have a photographer. I have this wonderful person, Blue Sky Image, I believe. And her name is Michelle Ramirez. She's amazing. She will do the pictures. I am calling her out. She'll do it. Guaranteed. And yeah, come, please. Again, I can't wait. Like, honestly, it was so much fun. And maybe even we can meet beforehand and I will give you a few tips about how to let you know how you roll New Mexico style. Because we're not like really Mexicans, you know. We're our own people, and a lot of us are imports from other places, but we can take a joke or two, and we appreciate the freaking humor. So, you know, bring your A game, give us some grief. We're good. Like, we want the, you know, fun stuff. And being PC, no way no. And bring the Hillary jokes. I think that more people don't like Hillary than we profess, whatever. But anyway, have a good night. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace.